Think you got your squats for the day, yo? How's it going, everybody? We are back here. My name is Crazy Taco. I'm bringing you all the hits, misses here, and let's play Avowed. We are doing stuff. It's us and Marius. And, lady, your name was there. Giada. Marius and Giada. We're doing quests. This is what I look like right now. Alright. We're finishing up some quests before doing mainline stuff.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs.
Okay.
Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
Uh-oh. Sure thing. Why do I have a feeling these drinks are poisoned?
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one.
I did my best to convince you, man. Like, I'm sorry. I let you down.
Nonsense. You did more than I could have, and more than any of us salty old dogs deserve. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up without drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy.
Well, here they are.
Excellent. Here, envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to.
To new times ahead and of healing wheels.
To the healing of wounds.
Not all wounds can... I wish Rwanga were here.
Drink. Drink!
Well, that was unexpected.
For once, I'm grateful that I prefer wine.
Oh, my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I don't like that.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
Wait, what happened here?
I believe the captain just made us unknowing accomplices to a crime.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Oh, well, does he have stuff?
The oasis belongs to us all. Enjoy it, brother.
Okay, well, let's see what that ring gave us. I think we just ended up killing that dude. Critical hit chance increases with your total wealth. I don't... Okay, but how much, though, are we talking here? Ooh, there's the book. Alright, then... Heart of Valor.
Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Discounts on
Qualifying items get discounts. Lovely. What's going on, Keppo?
Godlike. Ah, back already. Have you got the heart? Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking.
So you want to
Damn
end
that
your
child
life,
to the
huh?
depths. They were never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
It's like we wouldn't be having this conversation if you had the Dream Scourge.
You'd think. It comes on slowly. So slowly, I don't think folk realize until it's too late. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the Dream Scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
On the one hand, it isn't our place to decide how someone ought to live or die. On the other hand, the Leviathan's heart was never his to begin with. Finders keepers. At the end of the day, I think eating a Leviathan's heart is an impractical way to end one's life. To each their own.
Let the man die. Making him live with the Dream Scourge is far worse. You earned it, Hamaku.
Thank you. Chico
I'm gonna go with
will
the
mourn
second
me,
part.
but you've saved my Nakai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. Return to the wheel. Start again. We ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. Here, take this. You'll have more use for it.
Oh, we got a spear. Okay. But we'll level 18 now, which means we get 2 of these. And that means I'll get my critical hit chance increased and my ranged weapon damage increased. And I get a point. Where do I want to put that point? I think we're going to go with critical hit chance.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you? But how could you? You know what he's going to do with it. You
We
know
don't live
what
in
I
his
do
body, man. We don't
understand?
understand what he's going through.
That he'll die because of you.
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual, real, massive problem.
Not anymore. Not now that he's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerity.
Damn you. Everything was fine until you poked your nose into it. I hope the sands swallow you and you never come back to Thirdborn again.
Wow, okay, fuck you.
Just let them grieve.
Jeez, dude. Sorry that I tried to save your, you know, whatever. Alright, let me go outside and check and make sure we aren't.
You hear about Ragu? Found him dead in the lighthouse. The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding. Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn! Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrion spies?
That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, let me double check my map real quick. We're in Thirdborn. And this is Shatterscarp, right? Isolated spire by the sea. Huh. I have no idea where that is, so, and it's not one of those things where we can look. So let's just go and talk to the other dudes and maybe we'll find it along the way. You know?
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Discounts on qualifying items.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. We're in desperate need of another scholar.
Darling, always a pleasure to see you. And you even brought a Pargroon friend. See the red highlights in his mustache? It's a dead giveaway.
Not now, Yatsley. I want answers. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Temerity, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious
didn't do
too,
nothing.
darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To head sharpshooter first class of Shatterscarp Temerty Kaiwa III. Ah. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Just like Fior Messiverno. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice.
I noticed.
I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringgrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Or she'll kill you for her own amusement. Either way, it won't be boring. If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain.
I'd still F with him. Well, he's not wanting on it, I suppose.
I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerty. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an Archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an Archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yatsley. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some
come on,
young
Temerty,
idiot
you know I got you.
Bloodwarners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region, because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. That'd be
You want me to find him?
Idiots decided they'd train themselves by taking on the Zarups out in the Deadfall Highlands. They haven't come back. Figure out what happened, report back, and I'll scrounge up some change for you.
All right. Let's go to the bar and get ourselves a new companion, pal.
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
Is this not the tavern?
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dear. Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Hopefully, we'll even get to keep all our limbs. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Oh, Aldra's titties. The Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
You
What's
admire
not to
her, don't
admire?
you?
There's no one in all of Aora like her. And she's come all this way to Nakukubel. But I've no idea why an illusionist would care for godless artifacts. Yours truly excluded, of course. There must be something in there of interest to Ringrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you
Damn
the way
right.
to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind? Of course. Take your time. I have plenty to do in the meantime.
Because we're going to grab Kai, I think, for this. Be quiet, Daiko. No one cares about your bereavement sale. Time to go to camp. Okay, we could upgrade the pistol. Or we could upgrade... Really only does plus 21 damage normally. Yep, buddy. Where's our treasure chest? Alright, there we go. We'll put that in there, and that in there.
outfit from Rawatai, or do you have a tailor in Thirdborn?
Anything I have from Rawatai has long since turned to rags. And Thirdborn doesn't have tailors, just sailmakers with time on their hands. Why?
I just wanted to thank whoever decided that you should wear that vest with no shirt underneath.
I just figured it was one less piece to wash.
Oh, I didn't realize I was speaking with the man himself. Thank you, Kai.
My gift to the world.
Yachtley out here pulling a lot of Pema energy with that. Jeez. All right, we got people to talk to. Let's start
Despite
with Yada.
everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yachtley. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yachtley, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
We all need a few bad influences.
She's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
She
She's a
probably
smart
knows
one.
more than she lets
I'll
on.
give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Thanks for talking.
All right, I want to talk to Yatza last, so.
Another.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Something to be said for that. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
I mean, you know, change, adapt, all the fun stuff. Sometimes surviving is enough.
Eventually, you need more. For the longest time, I was just running from Tama's death. Thanks to you, I'm starting to think about what I might head towards. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steel-Garot's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. Yeah, it was tough to see him like this. He'd just given up, and we let him do it. He still had time, and he should have held on to every minute of it. For Chico's sake, if nothing else. You helped me come to terms with losing Tama. I just worry we've robbed Chico of that chance. Maybe so. I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, then we talk to Marius.
Listening to Yachtley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
You don't trust her?
Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
You seem really bothered by this, my man.
Draku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway.
Get some rest, man. Alright. Oh, hey.
Rumors about the cataclysm in the Deadfire. Something about the lost city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
There was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
It definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy hats would have been interested in. But why are you so curious about something on the other side of the world?
I have my reasons.
All right. Marius, what's up? You have
I
nothing else you want
suppose
to talk
if you're
to?
on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Hey,
I
look
thought
on the
I'd
bright
give it a
side for
try,
once.
See how it feels. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. No,
Are you afraid of
why would I
spiders?
be? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin.
Right. I appreciate your concerns,
Just keep it
my
in
guy.
mind, I guess. Anyway.
Man, Marius, you just blab about everything. All right, we're gonna talk to the lady
For the
herself.
camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course.
I suppose
I
bath can be
always
arranged to be
ask
asked nicely.
But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind?
Jar.
I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately,
I'm fine.
it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
How's it that you got that burn?
I've yet to be burned in a single flame trap, and I don't intend to start anytime soon. Fair guess, though. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire.
That's not good. Now, when you say everything...
I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end.
Did you ever get that spell right?
course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Usually
That
I
must have
enjoy a
been
bit of
painful.
pain, but this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Oh, we're not done talking, Yatsel.
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe yours gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. I suppose I'll have to give him that. But if you tell him I said that, I'll deny it to my dying day. Besides, Quilici and I did just as much to help people out. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't.
I don't know what'll happen if she doesn't. Have you known Temerity long?
Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel, and a girl's gotta eat sometime. Yes.
Why settle
did
down?
I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery. I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling.
A warm welcome from
Part
Animancers.
of it
Well,
is
how
my
did you get
sparkling
that?
personality, of course. But a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again.
Does that mean I'll get food
As
from
I'd
you?
love to, you don't travel with the kitchen. I can't promise anything. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
Are you joking? He's my mentor. Not to mention 1,000 years old.
Oh, no. They're both handsome humans, of course. But Giada is like family to both Quilici and me. He taught her a lot of what he knows. She spent days in our home. Literal 26-hour days. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Right. The city can be replaced, but not its residents. Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling?
Talk about the reoccurring dream.
I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? It was an accident. And I paid for it. My parents refused to buy me more spell books for years. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire. Just flames, crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls.
What kind of tablets are in a
Everything
library?
from dry historical recountings to treatises on agricultural techniques. No romances, though. Whoever filled the library must have been allergic to them.
Did you Were you able to
No.
read any of the tablets?
Never actively. I had read them all previously, if that makes any sense. That's actually how I learned the Akedan language. Just woke up with that knowledge. Which is very useful when you can find no written records. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. Just
don't have anything
the
more?
noise. A low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. Oh, darling, don't fret. No one's getting any sleep around here anyway.
We thought we came to you in dreams. Have we disturbed their rest?
It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? Of course, darling. Easy as pie. What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use. Okay, best food you've eaten. Go.
Fury and Rudolph.
Oh, we have +2 training. Cool. We have more
I
Yatsel
wish we
stuff.
could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Of course. Even when it's expected, or even preferable, it's always a tragedy. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsli. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy.
I got
Well,
lucky.
That's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? These
How do you
sudden
cope with the
changes
stress
in
of
time
travel?
always mess with my coiffure. Does Adir have good fur maintenance products? Do you have a contact for that?
Tell me about it. My hair
Imagine
refuses
that
to
every
cooperate.
inch of you is frizzing up. Truly, just a good long brushing through all my fur alone would do wonders. I've got some time before we see Quilici again, at least. It'll give me time to find something to remind him of what he's missing. Oh, of course, darling. He just enjoys the fruits of my labor more often than most. and I'd hate to disappoint. Quilici and I got used to the stairs early on. Thankfully, at least in Fjord, those stopped eventually.
So the
After
voice
30
actress
years, it's hard to
is
still be
Anjali
surprised by us just drinking at the
Bhimani,
Magpie.
who's known for Symmetra in Overwatch and a couple other things. Like, I was getting Rarity off of her for a second, so I thought maybe it was one of the voice actresses I know.
Oh, she was still young. Quilici offered to help her study for and prepare her thesis as a favor to her parents. She was over day and night for months, and, well, now she's family. We adore her. All things considered, it's hard to complain about my life in Fjord.
I mean, if you tried her, I'm sure
Obviously.
you could find something to complain
The
about.
static from all the animancy can ruin my best hair day. As much as I enjoy our little chats, dearie, we should really get going. Oh, but if you do end up finding any lineaments, be sure to help a girl out.
Well, what can you tell me about Godless?
Darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the Living Lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it.
So they were
You
fleeing.
sound certain. Well, that would align with my own findings. But how could you know that?
I had a
Does that
visioning
happen a
Dawnshore.
lot?
More than
Well,
I'd like.
Sounds like fun. But dubious metaphysics notwithstanding, you corroborate my theory. The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Yesua, a
Yesua.
continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible.
I mean, maybe the land of sweets I dream of is real too.
That one might stay in your dreams, darling. There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously. I know.
Honestly, that's fascinating.
I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much
Probably.
as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie.
Okay, we have everything here. We're gonna take. Wait.
You feel that? Must be magical. Hope it doesn't give me weird dreams.
Let me think. Are you seeing any?
Nazi, do you
think
still have
those
stuff to talk
demons
about?
were
Damn it!
onto something. Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge?
I mean,
I think
do
it's
you?
worth a try, at least. I just hope we made the right decision. Even
Well, hopefully
if they
we'll see
don't have a
results.
cure when we see them next, maybe they'll have a treatment. Even that would be a gift. Now that the researchers can research, think of what we'll learn. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you wanted to add. How can I... Always a pleasure.
All right, are we finally done talking? Finally.
Shatterscarp often?
Are you flirting with me, Marius?
No. No. I'm just making conversation. I mean...
I can't say I've never thought of it. I've not been with a man closer to my height in quite some time.
Listen, not that I... let's not.
Of course it would never work. But it would probably work for at least 6 months.
Whoa, Jen, slow down. I was literally just trying to fill the silence.
Coward.
Seeds of change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
What are you
The
talking
soil
about?
does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the birdsong. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot.
I don't like that. We don't need
The
death for things to
spider
grow.
devours her mate to lay her eggs.
I don't like that.
We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Those watchtowers. Never saw so much third-born blood under them.
All right, where are we going? Fast travel time here in the desert. Fast travel time here in the desert. Ooh, yeah, yeah. We get to do this again.
Singing sand.
Oh, we're doing this again. Okay.
We feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels.
I have questions.
A blight before it. Spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. A crystal
I'm not so
shimmer.
sure.
Friend or hunter? Let it in and see.
I really
We
don't
feel the
understand
people
some of this, though.
Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. A spark.
Love?
A name the Akita used. now lost to time. We
I don't understand half of these.
Familiar surface. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals?
To kick butt and chew bubblegum.
Still,
they love
the
each other.
word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? Mystery.
Never been in love.
Uncharted coastline. Solitude. Is it always a prison? We wonder. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring?
We can find strength in each other's.
A fence made stronger. Peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Oh, cool. We have companion points we haven't spent yet. Okay, Yahtzee.
What happened to traps and hired goons?
I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
Homeboy's not here anymore. There was a guy here last time. I don't know if you guys got to see that or not.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringrim character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringgrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Yes, actually.
Have you
Once
used this
the
type of magic
university
before?
told me I couldn't look at an archive of Archimir's research. The section that housed those tomes was blocked by a spell akin to this one, which I remedied.
If only they'd known to put them on a higher shelf.
I did leave them a small note, spritzed with a lovely floral scent, of course. One should always say thank you. We should get going, but stay close. I don't know what happens next.
They're welcoming us?
Child's play.
Oh, so she should be able to go and use the dispel stuff then on the other things. Where were they? I think there was one over here, and then there was like a goblin area over here as well. Alright, we'll take out our guns, and we're gonna go and we're gonna go fight some things. Hopefully hopefully we're not gonna fight any big scary demon bosses.
Sandstorms, monsters. Not this.
Stay close. Greenland's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we? Oh, what a frosty welcome. I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? It's just a trick, Envoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
I feel like there's a mechanic.
Singular sphere. I bet that's the one we're looking for.
Visitors, do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind.
Yeah? Is it a fun story?
You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
I mean, that's fine. I'm willing to listen.
We gotta get into that tower? I hope Yatsley brought her ladder.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
What, like it's hard?
It's hard for me. I can't do that, Yatsel.
Skeletons. This I can handle.
Have that one.
You got any more?
If you can make the decision the village could not and restore the statue, I will see you inside my tower.
Oh, so Green Prim is a show-off. Even more bodies. How gauche.
What are you doing with a spider leg in there, man? It's creepy. Don't be creepy. Alright, so all we have to do is figure out how to fix the statue.
Coming in hot.
Don't trip and fall, Yaddle. Are you guys okay? I didn't mean to hurt you with my stuff. Okay, moving on. Everything you dreamed of, Yatzel. Skulls for the Skull Throne.
That's done.
careful. I doubt the dangers are illusions.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Out of stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Then I'll let you hold it.
Archmatter truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
I guess. Always want to search around. Never know when you're gonna find treasure. And where's this gonna lead us? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Oh. Spiders. Ow, jerk. Jerk face. I mean, it's hard for me, Yatra or Yahtzee. I don't have your ability. I can't do everything myself. Oh no. I went into a butthole. I don't like that. Where you guys at? Exceptional Arbus. I don't need exceptional because I have hands.
I'm not used to quiet. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Parkour! Parkour!
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it.
Well,
why not?
It's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die.
Who are you?
I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Adra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. I was dying before I found the Adra piece, but it's been keeping me alive. I can't go far from it. If I do, it begins to hurt again.
Well,
the
what's
other
happening?
Villagers, they want me to give them the Adra piece. They say it'll save us. But if they take it, I'll die. And I don't want to die. Please.
Either they're not really here, or we're not.
I told the other villagers I need it. I understand everyone's in danger, but I don't want to die. Don't take the Adra piece from me. I'll do anything. Please. Is my
Unfortunately,
life
I need it.
Why must I die? Why am I the sacrifice? Please. Please. No.
If the village had been as sensible as you, they would have lived.
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Well, for better or worse, I can't wait to find out more.
Mangled statues and bitter fables. None of this comes from a healthy mind. Or soul.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where.
Ooh, lockbox. Huh. Well, I also feel like there was another place we could have gone. So let's see where that place leads. Because, yeah, there's another one of these. Right here. So instead of taking the one, we just take this instead. Oh, cool. So it's just got supplies in it. Alright. Run around, run around, run around, run around. The days is away. I got the feel right.
So, 3 missing pieces, and it looks like you found 2 of them.
This
Heart
must be the
and a hand.
statue
We need to
mentioned in the
find
story.
a hand.
Let's check around here once more. Maybe we can find something that'll give us a hint. Oh, and Ringrim left us a book. Let's see what it says. And
You're
you
enjoying
aren't?
this, aren't you?
Ringrim even took the time to set the scene. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come. and the village could not make a decision to save itself. That's the
all the
gist
book
of it.
said?
Yes, but the author said it better. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Keep your eyes open and your hand on your hilt. Nothing about this place feels right.
Well, lucky for us.
Here it comes.
Remind me not to make you mad.
Why Yatsley? She didn't do all the stuff. I did it. Ooh, a new red look. Oh, it's so creepy looking.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
There's the hat. We have everything. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
Keep your guard up. Let's get this over with.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters. I guess. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
Okay, let's do it.
Here goes. Whatever happens, I hope it leaves our parts intact.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Or at least exciting.
Well, I got guns out, so... Placating notes written in handwriting affixed to the bottom of the glass.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
So much for hospitality.
What did you expect? Archmage.
All that noise.
Sit down, Mr. Skelly dude.
Beyond seek.
Wasn't much to fear there. I broke your skeledudes, I'm sorry. Please don't turn me into a thing. Please be hot.
Oh.
Oh, she is kind of
Look at the
cute.
three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Where I'm from, hospitality usually involves a mug of cold ale and a plate of warm cookies.
Flattery gets you nowhere here. I want to see what you are on the inside. Too often, mortals like to hide from their own truths. I like them brought to the surface. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle?
People need to be
Indeed,
sacrificed for the greater good.
omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones.
And you want us to do the same?
If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More
I
than
usually
anything,
choose sentimentality,
The whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? Good enough,
To
I
a
suppose.
degree.
Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. I came to
Why
the
not?
Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry.
You said I was a god like
Curiouser
one
and
day.
curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. A trapped god? A god I did not know about? Well, that's fatally exciting. I can't
What do you mean,
believe I
fatally?
overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra.
This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't
then
take
let me
this
in, you
the
can have the
wrong way,
ruins and...
But in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. A good question, with possibly worrying answers.
Severing Adra like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though.
You're not shocked at the discovery of a new god?
Mostly, I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you.
Honestly,
yes,
the honor was
mine.
mine.
Not many meet one of us archmagi these days. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
One important question before I go.
I assume you want directions to the ruins. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump,
teleporter?
If you're feeling grim.
I never thought the storm-lashed shores of Rawatai would seem so welcoming.
It just happened, right? I didn't imagine it. Reengrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
We work well together.
Incredible! Thank you for trusting me.
Why wouldn't
I'm just glad we're all still in one piece.
Yes, and I must say, your strength is remarkable. We couldn't have done it without you. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to head into ancient ruins.
Flibbity, flibbity. Flibbity-biddy-biddy. Now where do I go? Well, I guess we're going back to Shatterscar. I don't know where things are. I'm lost now.
I wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear about the whole Tama thing.
Thanks, Marius. That means a lot.
I've left people behind before, but it's different when you lose someone unexpectedly. So, sorry.
Every loss hurts. There's no comparing them.
Anyway, I'm here if you need to talk.
Or don't. Or whatever. Cool, we survived. Why don't I know where I am?
Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Stay sharp. The path to the ruins is swarming with dream thralls.
Well, that's not good.
Minding not to spook you.
Nothing but ash. Things will turn into nothing but ash. Nothing but ash. Nothing but ash.
Corey in the brush! Take your best shot.
Someone's
Oh, no, you don't.
Fear in the eye.
Things will be on fire. Things will be on fire. I was gonna say, there has to be a way to cross, right?
So many dream thralls. I think something's wrong in here.
They're on fire! A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
Looks like the gardener hasn't been here in a bit. I don't think we can get through.
I don't either, but I'm just here just in case there's something up here. I might want.
Invaders in there! I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Oh, hopefully an abundance of history, artifacts, relics, anything really. Though I wasn't expecting such interesting remains.
There must have been a battle here long ago. See those metal corpses? We saw them around Naku Tedek, too.
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. Oh, they're everywhere, but no one knows where they came from exactly. Apparently, they weren't fans of the godless. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akedan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Still, I wonder why they fell. Were they overwhelmed, or taken by surprise, or something else?
Probably something else.
Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say?
Sapidal does not like this.
Something terrible happened here. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already. Vothan Roth.
Gotta say something. Elements already.
Nice. I'm going in. Uh-oh.
They loved, and we loved in return. remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Birds of light!
Beyond seek.
Well, if there was a garden here, I definitely could see how and why.
That's done. Oh, look at that artwork. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
Okay, we're seeking ancient kith. What is a kith?
An intruder comes.
Oh, don't fuck with me.
That's an Akitan ghost.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down.
I'm just here to find a way into the garden.
Of course, they'd seek more souls to help them.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akitans referred to their god. To stop it all.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us.
Why did they kill your
We would have
people?
offered them everything, just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akita, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records. No histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory.
You've been hiding.
It scorches our wounds. The light. It blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
Well, that's not good, I think.
They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials.
Oh, great.
Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden.
I'm gonna shoot
First
you, aren't I?
is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second.
Great, another challenge.
You saw. Yes, she was tested. She was trained to build and lead. But she fell, as did all the cities of my people when the Magfolk came.
Well, that sucks.
Go now. Your trials begin.
Wonderful. Right.
Understudies, we just spoke to an ancient Akedan.
We could just jump down. We'll be fine. I'll be fine. Featherfall. Whee! And it was like, oh, because you can't get up anymore. You're dead. Alright, ancient dead guys. Who wants to get shot in the ass first? I guess you do.
Seek.
Bone dust in my fur.
Who's ready for more?
So many corpses. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called the Wakas.
I don't know. That ghost said, hey, here's some puzzles. Go do them. Can I have some more trial by combat? I like trial by combat.
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
I get the feeling they're not done with us.
I don't know, but I'm gonna shoot him again.
One for you!
That's the last. So much for the first trial. On to the second.
Alright, so that's the first trial done. Alright, I think for now we're going to go ahead and call this right here. I'm getting a little frazzled, so little just tired. I think I am going to just go and do something else for a bit. Yeah, we'll pick up here the next time we do this. And I hope you guys will join me for that. In the meantime, folks, my name is Crazy Zaku. I brought you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Avowed. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies, and everyone in between. Drop a DDT on that like button, cover for the 3. Smack that subscribe button like it owes you some money. Tingle that bell wherever it happens to be to stay up to date with all of our adventures here. Come join me on Twitch. I'm streaming every morning from around 7 to 9 doing dailies. You guys should come join me for that. You know, watch me play Rivals or Overwatch or Fortnite. And I will be streaming this on Saturdays and Sundays to the best of my ability. I hope you guys will join me for that. And I will see you guys later. Later!